This is Paul Singh, the market speculator, with the trade report for Monday, November 14th, 2016. First week after the election, and the immediate post-election reaction has been really good here. If we look at SPY, not only are we back in this range we had been in for a while, there's a big change in character. We're getting positive volume coming into the market for the first time since post-Brexit. That's when we had this huge run, and it's kind of playing out exactly the same way. Now, this led to one of the periods that was one of our best periods of the year. So hopefully we can get a replication of that. You know, you had that initial move, consolidation, and then another push. And that's what we're looking at here. Initial move, hopefully a nice little tight consolidation here, and then another move higher. That's the expectation. You know, we're in still kind of a finicky market where anything that's said can cause some panic. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But as of now, as long as we stay above the 50, that's a positive. Now we have this open gap that we came 20 cents away from at 1851, 218.51. We got to 218.31 on Thursday before pulling back right to that gap. If we can burst through there and then get through these highs, we could get a nice run going into the end of the year. So we're going to be watching that very closely. The relationship again between IWM and SPY, this is what we want to see. IWM is crushing SPY, which is a good thing because we get more of the mid and smaller caps moving, and those are the ones that can really become momentum players. Now, it is a little bit of concern that the big guys are lagging. Google, Netflix, Amazon, Facebook, they're all doing horrible right now, which you would not expect when the market is ramping. We're seeing some rotation out of tech at this point. Apple was up a little bit, but overall still down. So this is something to be concerned about. But that doesn't mean we can't play these other sectors here that are doing well. And we're seeing some definite rotation right now, and we'll keep an eye on that. Things could change, but let's go back to the areas we've been watching for rotation. The two that we're in right now, IBB, big pop, and now some consolidation. And let's look at our current position, LABU. Really nice move on Friday as well here when it looked like maybe we'd pull back, but it's still got in the green. And this morning it was up slightly. And then our next area, marijuana stocks, GWPH, has made a nice run, 124. We're up to 130 now, and we're looking for right here. It could catch our target here at 140 very quickly and then break out of the high here at about 138. So our two positions looking really good. We did get stopped out of PayPal, which was a wrong financial play. It's moving more like big tech than it is the financials. Now let's get to that other sector, financials here. Very extended at this point, to the point where I might actually look for a quick short play. If we look at FAS here, the triple leveraged ETF, it is on fire. I'd love to see it, you know, make this an intraday push and then show some failure intraday. If we get one of those negative candles, we could short. Now we have to see that signal. We're not just going to jump in because it's extended. If I actually used the ETF, I would flip it and use FAZ, which is the leveraged ETF. So we've got financials there. There's Goldman Sachs we're watching as well. And then commodities, we can use DBA as a sector ETF. You can see, oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Here we go. This is actually ag, which is not doing as well. But the metals here, X on fire, FCX on fire. Another one where we could potentially look for a reversal for a quick short, even though we're keyed in on this sector. And then surprisingly, semiconductors put in a very strong move here. So we'll continue to watch semiconductors, and it's not so surprising when we think of the big semiconductor company, NVIDIA, breaking out huge on Friday here. So we're going to watch NVIDIA very closely. It will be on our earnings breakout watch list. Now, 3 stocks I've added to our focus list. I'm not going to go over the whole focus list because we've gone through it every day here, but it's the same as last week. We're adding 3 more to it after adding pot and MOS, 2 ag stocks. So we've got the steels, and now we've got the ags as our commodity plays. Now Brazil overall is doing horrible, and we had that BRZU position. Maybe it bounces, but I think I'm going to stay away from it for now. But Brazilian stock BBD put in this really strong piercing pattern here. That's when you have this what looks like a continuation move, and then it closes into the previous candle, and it's also kind of a hammer here. Good volume, potentially a bounce play here, but I'd like to see it take out and show some confirmation, which it's not doing at this point. And then ARG, this was one of our IPO plays, has come back strong after pulling back. Communication equipment, so maybe that's related to semis, but up over its 50-day moving average, showing some strength. And then finally, we're adding, we already talked about this, NVIDIA here. So key sectors still remain the same. Extended areas to watch, which are coming from the good sectors. And we may look to add a position or two today. Let's quickly look at oil. Oil has been crushed. At some point, it's got to bounce. So we're going to watch this closely. And then XLE Energy is showing relative strength to oil. We'll watch for an entry position there. So that's it for the trade report. I'll see you guys either later today or early tomorrow.